Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay sharp, active, and full of life well into their 80s and 90s, while others struggle with serious health problems as they age? The truth is, after the age of 75, there are 5 main reasons why people pass away. But here's the good news. Most of these can be prevented or delayed with the right lifestyle changes. That means you have more control over your health than you might think. So, if you want to keep enjoying life, spending time with your loved ones, and feeling strong in your body, this video is for you. We're going to talk about the 5 most common causes of death after 75, and more importantly, how you can take action today to stay healthier for longer. Now, let's start with the first one, and it's something that affects millions of older adults every year: heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death worldwide, and becomes even more common after 75. Many people think heart problems are just a part of aging, but that's simply not true. The heart is a muscle, and just like any other muscle in your body, it needs to stay strong to keep working well. The problem is that over time, factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and poor lifestyle choices can weaken the heart and lead to serious issues like heart attacks and heart failure. But here's the good news. There's a lot you can do to keep your heart healthy, no matter your age. One of the simplest and most effective ways is through movement. Now, I'm not talking about intense workouts or running marathons. Something as simple as walking for 30 minutes a day can reduce your risk of heart disease by nearly 30%. Even if you can't walk for long periods, short walks throughout the day still make a difference. Diet also plays a big role. Many people don't realize that too much processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats put a huge strain on the heart. But small changes, like eating more fruits, vegetables, nuts, and fish, can keep your heart strong and reduce the risk of heart disease. Even something as simple as adding a handful of walnuts or almonds to your diet can improve heart health. And then there's stress. Chronic stress raises blood pressure, causes inflammation, and puts extra strain on your heart. Taking a few minutes each day to relax, breathe deeply, or even enjoy a hobby can work wonders for your heart health. Now, let's talk about the second big reason many people over 75 pass away: strokes. A stroke happens when blood flow to the brain is blocked, and it can cause serious damage in just minutes. The scariest part? Many strokes could have been prevented. High blood pressure is the biggest risk factor for strokes, but it's also one of the easiest things to control with the right habits. One of the best things you can do to lower your stroke risk is to watch your salt intake. Too much salt raises blood pressure, and most of it comes from processed and restaurant foods. If you start reading food labels and cooking more at home, you'll have way more control over how much salt you're eating. Another thing that makes a big difference: staying hydrated. Many older adults don't drink enough water, which thickens blood and increases the risk of strokes. A simple way to check if you're drinking enough is to look at the color of your urine. It should be light yellow. If it's too dark, your body needs more water. And one last tip on strokes: get your blood pressure checked regularly. High blood pressure doesn't always have symptoms. So many people don't realize they have it until it's too late. But if you catch it early and make small lifestyle changes, you can dramatically lower your risk of stroke. So, we've talked about heart disease and strokes, 2 of the biggest causes of death after 75. But we're just getting started. There's another major health risk that many people don't take seriously enough, even though it can have a devastating impact on your quality of life. Now, let's talk about something that affects millions of people as they age, but often goes unnoticed until it's too late: falls and fractures. You might not think of falling as something life-threatening, but here's the reality. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and death in people over 75. A single fall can lead to broken bones, long hospital stays, and a loss of independence. In fact, many seniors who suffer a hip fracture never fully recover, and that's why preventing falls is so important. The good news? There are simple things you can do right now to protect yourself. First, let's talk about balance and strength. As we age, muscles naturally weaken, which makes it easier to lose balance. But you don't have to accept that as inevitable. Gentle exercises like leg lifts, standing on one foot, or even light stretching can improve your balance significantly. And here's an easy habit to start today. Every time you brush your teeth, try standing on one leg for a few seconds. It's a simple way to strengthen your stabilizing muscles and improve balance over time. Next, check your home for hidden fall risks. Loose rugs, poor lighting, or cluttered walkways can be dangerous, especially at night. If you haven't already, install grab bars in the bathroom, use night lights, and keep commonly used items within easy reach. Small adjustments like these can prevent a serious accident. And here's a surprising factor that many people don't realize. Your shoes matter more than you think. Wearing old, loose, or slippery shoes increases the risk of falls. Instead, choose supportive shoes with non-slip soles to keep yourself steady. But what if you do fall? The key is to stay calm and have a plan. If you find yourself on the ground, don't rush to get up too quickly. Take a moment, check for injuries, and if you're able, use furniture to slowly support yourself as you stand. And most importantly, never feel embarrassed to ask for help. Your safety comes first. Now, let's move on to the next big health risk after 75, respiratory diseases like pneumonia and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. You might have noticed that colds and coughs take long to go away as you get older. That's because the immune system naturally weakens with age. But for seniors, what starts as a simple cold can quickly turn into something more serious, like pneumonia, a leading cause of death in older adults. So, how can you protect your lungs and keep them strong? One of the most effective ways is deep breathing exercises. Taking a few minutes each day to breathe deeply, expand your lungs, and clear out stale air can keep your respiratory system working better for longer. A simple exercise to try. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Doing this a few times a day strengthens your lungs and improves oxygen flow. Another important step, stay active. Many seniors avoid exercise because they're afraid of getting too tired, but movement actually helps clear out mucus and keeps the lungs working efficiently. Even light activities like stretching, walking, or arm movements can make a big difference. And let's not forget about hydration. Your lungs need moisture to function properly, and drinking plenty of water helps keep them clear. A simple trick? If the air in your home is dry, use a humidifier to keep your airways from getting irritated. But here's a powerful way to protect yourself. Get the right vaccines. Many seniors don't realize that pneumonia and flu vaccines can dramatically reduce the risk of serious respiratory infections. If you haven't gotten your shots recently, check with your doctor. It's a small step that can save your life. We've covered heart disease, strokes, falls, and respiratory diseases. But there's one more major risk that often gets overlooked. And unfortunately, it's something that's become more common than ever in older adults. The last major risk we need to talk about is infections and sepsis, a hidden danger that many seniors don't realize can be life-threatening. Have you ever had a small cut, a urinary tract infection, or even a bad case of the flu that took longer than usual to heal? That's because as we age, our immune system weakens, making it harder to fight off infections. What starts as something minor, like a simple scrape or a mild fever, can quickly turn into a serious infection if left untreated. And here's where it gets dangerous. Sepsis is a condition that happens when an infection spreads throughout the body, causing life-threatening complications. It's responsible for a large number of deaths in older adults. Yet many people don't know how to spot the warning signs early enough. So, how do you protect yourself? The first step is prevention. Simple habits like washing your hands often, keeping wounds clean, and staying up to date on vaccines can drastically lower your risk of infections. Another key factor, don't ignore the warning signs. If you ever experience sudden confusion, extreme fatigue, rapid breathing, or a high fever, don't wait. Seek medical help immediately. Sepsis moves fast, but early treatment can save your life. And speaking of prevention, here's something most people don't realize. Your gut health plays a huge role in your immune system. A strong gut means a stronger defense against infections. Try adding probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, or fermented vegetables to your diet. They help keep the balance of good bacteria in your gut, which boosts your immunity naturally. Now, we've covered 5 of the biggest health risks that cause nearly 99% of deaths after 75. But here's the most important part. They are not inevitable. Yes, aging brings challenges, but you have more control over your health than you think. Small, simple changes, like staying active, eating well, Staying hydrated and keeping up with medical checkups can add years of quality life and help you stay independent for longer. And here's the best part. It's never too late to start. Even if you've never exercised before, even if you haven't always eaten the healthiest foods, every small step you take today will help you live longer and feel better tomorrow. So, I encourage you, take action today. Maybe that means going for a short walk, drinking an extra glass of water, or calling your doctor about a checkup. Whatever it is, your future self will thank you for it. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button so more people can see this important information. And if you want more tips on staying healthy, active, and happy as you age, subscribe to the channel. We're here to help you live your best life at any age. Stay strong, stay safe, and remember, you have the power to take control of your health. Here's to many more happy, healthy years ahead.